but it's not easy. I'm only informally referring to her as Obroni, but Acting Director General, Public Relations Directorate, Ghana Armed Forces is right here. Naval Captain Veronica Adzo Arhin, good morning to you.
Good morning, Roland.
Yeah. Not only do we have beautiful women, we have intelligent women, career women in the Ghana Armed Forces. Good to have you.
I'm glad to be here.
Great. And on Facebook, we always see recruitment and things. So which one do we believe? Because usually, I mean, you look at it in Daily Graphic or some of those ones as well. But usually your recruitment processes or procedures or the standard operating procedures for such activities for the Ghana Armed Forces, how is it like?
Thank you so much, Roland. And I'd like to thank TV3 for this opportunity and the viewers out there. We have two types of ways of getting people into the armed forces. We recruit our soldiers, that is the lower ranks, and we enlist the officers.
You recruit the soldiers
and we enlist the officers.
What are the differences?
The difference is that one is for officers and one is for soldiers. That's basically it.
So the officers are which rank and above?
They are the officers from second lieutenant, lieutenant, captain, all the way up. And then the soldiers are private soldiers, lance corporal, all the way to senior warrant officers and above, yes.
Back in the day, we always got the announcements, maybe the publications, or now social media has come, etc. So what's the modus now?
Okay. Our recruitment or enlistment always begins with an advertisement in the Graphic and Times and a press release from the Department of Public Relations. And after the advertisement, usually we'll state where individuals can get scratch card. You have to get a scratch card. That's the first step. Go online. You go to apply.mil, military, mil.gh, and then you upload all your details. Instantly, you know whether you qualify to continue with the process or you are disqualified. And the unique thing about this year's recruitment and enlistment is that it will be done in all the 16 regions. And so once you qualify, the armed forces will send you a code, which will tell you to meet at your regional centers. And then we begin the process of first inspecting your academic certificates. We'll have a physical check or medical check. We'll have some physical exercises as well. We'll do, how do you call it? We need to write an exams and a lot of other processes. And this will be done at the regional level. Okay. And our recruitment and enlistment is always regionally based so that our armed forces has all the regions represented, depending on their population. Yes.
How do we distinguish which one is the right procedure for recruitment or announcement, etc.? Because, for example, I'm always on TikTok these days. Okay. And you have these things popping up. On Facebook, they're always popping up. They even are able to maybe give you a link, whether it's to a website or a platform, then they ask you to pay some monies, etc. Not huge sums, so sometimes. So which one? So for example, what we have on the screen, you've seen it?
Yes,
Is that the fake one?
It's fake.
2025 to say recruitment slots are available. Call WhatsApp number. So if you see some things like this.
Exactly, it is fake. The only means of getting either recruited or enlisted is to get a scratch card. Go to apply.mil.gh, then the process will start. Anybody who tells you that he has a CDS protocol is a lie. Anytime somebody should tell you that we have a special list, please don't go there. It's fake. They are all scammers. So our process, now what we've done is that we have placed some security measures in place to ensure that whilst we give you a code, we also have a barcode to cross-check with whichever code you have received. And so if you do not apply through the means I have mentioned, then it is fake, it is wrong. And sometimes when all the potential recruits or cadets congregate in Accra, it puts pressure on them, and that is where they try to get support. So for this year, we are doing it at the regional centers. So once we do not get it from the sources, it is fake. Any other source, the person could be in uniform like I am now, it is fake. That's what I need to say. Okay. And so we are also putting in place measures to make sure that anybody who is caught will be dealt with appropriately.
Okay.
Will be handed over to the police.
All right. Shadrach, let's flip through some of the notified fake ones. I mean, just splash them directly. So something like this?
Yes, it's all fake.
Yeah.
It's all fake.
Flip another one, let's see.
Yes.
Wow, wow, wow. Ghana Armed Forces official, etc. Okay, so are you because the person has 35,000 followers and also 167,000 likes. Okay. Do you have formal social media accounts?
We do, but it's active. We do
so
have
it's
them.
active,
Yes,
but is it
active.
How do you call it?
It's verified. Yes.
You pay for
Our
the
X is verified.
Okay.
Yes, and we are working on the others as well.
So X is verified.
Yes.
TikTok?
For us, TikTok, we are working on it. It was supposed to have been verified last week, but I'll have to check right after this. Yes, but let me say that anytime you have any advert asking you to apply, if you are not sure, you can call my outfit, which is 0544 338030.
Again.
0544 338030.
You pick the line?
We'll pick the line 24/7. So you can call my outfit, that's the Department of Public Relations.
Again, the number?
Yes. The number again is 0544 338030.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the official line.
That's the official line that you can call anytime. Let me also quickly add that if you have knock knees, bow leg, flat foot, double piercing, or tattoo.
Please start again. Let me cross my legs so that.
Okay.
Because I have a tattoo. I don't qualify.
You don't qualify.
Okay, so what? Tattoo?
Tattoo, double piercing.
Double piercing.
Yes, and then if you have knock legs, bow legs, or flat foot.
What do you mean, Alanta or?
Oh, it'd be knock necks. Yes, that is it.
K-legs.
K-legs. Yes. Yes.
Alanta.
Yes. Okay.
Like this.
Because they will negatively impede your work. Impede your training, impede your operations and activities, and that is why you are not picked. If you have flat foot, you cannot stand on parade for some hours because we have very sensitive veins under our feet. And so flat-footed person will eventually be, you might either collapse or maybe even pass out as part of the training. And that is why these people...
So it's medical?
It's on medical grounds. Yes.
Physiological. All right. Again, I'm always on TikTok these days.
Yes.
It's for the Gen Zs.
Okay.
And I see US Army videos, British Army, German Army. They're always on tattoos all over.
Well,
Ghana, why can't you?
Well, I believe...
This is not part of the question.
This is not part, I understand. I believe every military has its set down rules and policies. And for us...
this is the rules for the Ghana
Armed Forces. Yes. We do not accept it.
Let me crave your indulgence.
Okay.
Go over it again.
Okay.
What bars you from entry?
From entry, okay. One, let me start. Sometimes we have medical conditions that we are unaware of. And so during the medical stage, if it comes out and you are told that you are medically unfit, you would have to accept, because if you force your way into the training, you might even pass out. I mean, you may die, and sometimes they do happen. Aside that, if you have knocked knees, bow-legged, you have flat foot, and then you have tattoo and pierced, double piercing and all that, it is not accepted.
So the 21-year-olds who have double piercing intend entering the army?
No, they have disqualified themselves. Aside that, you must pass physical, you must have the physical fitness, the Ghana Armed Forces standard. You must have the academic qualifications, which will spell all those ones out in the adverts. Yes.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Then so for this recruitment conversation, let's try to then wind up.
Okay.
Averagely, over the last 5 years, how many people have you been recruiting? Because we always see, I think from time immemorial, now it's even worse. When you do the public recruitment, at least for the officers, you have thousands?
Several thousands apply.
Several thousands
apply.
How many do you take? So that we don't waste our time plenty.
On the average, we don't go beyond 100. Maybe maximum 150, 200, maximum.
Per intake? For the offices?
For the offices, yes, sometimes we go as high as 150.
The whole Ghana?
Yes. Because we enlist based on vacancies. So we enlist to fill vacancies. And so we take the numbers that are required to fill specific vacancies. Okay.
All right. All right, let's try and digress from recruitment, etc.
I knew.
Yeah, and I know you prepared for us because we also sought your permission, Ghana Armed Forces. And the last time, one of my colleagues, Carlos from Joy, one of your officers just nearly harassed or slapped him. Why? What happened?
We are currently having our investigation. We promised that we're going to do a thorough investigations. And so that has started. Carlos has been interviewed. So he's given us his verbal interview, but we'll also be taking a written interview from him. The soldiers have been invited, and they have also been questioned. We would also be inviting the eyewitness and others who are around. So we have commenced our investigation, and this will take some time. Okay. And so we'll appeal for a little more time. But I want to state that the armed forces does not condone such behaviors. And if, I don't know whether you saw our press release, we described it as inappropriate. The chief of the defense staff, the service chiefs, do not condone such acts. And so we are investigating it, and the appropriate measures will be taken.
Great. But what will be the remediative punishments?
It depends on the outcome. We saw an aspect on video. We don't know what happened before the video. And that is why the remediative action will be based on the findings. So we are unable to say we'll do A, B, C, D. But there are a number of punishment that the armed forces met out whenever our personnel fall foul of the law.
Okay. And you do it within your rules. What do you call your rules? Do you have the armed forces?
With the armed forces regulations. Okay. We have the armed forces regulations.
It's not like with the normal civilians. So we'll not hear of anything.
No, some offenses are sent to the law courts. But most of the other offenses are dealt within the military.
Okay, so most of the disciplinary
action,
breaches.
Yes, breaches are dealt within the armed forces.
Okay, so there are internal guidelines and rules.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that is the practice all over the world.
I'm only asking so that when we don't hear from the final result, due to our own inability to inquire from you,
exactly.
It is not misconstrued to mean that there was no punishment or investigation.
Exactly, exactly.
That's all.
And I'd like to add that the military leadership is ready to speak with the GJA leadership if they wish to, but we are investigating the issue.
But have you contacted them, or they have to contact you?
No, we are doing our underground work. We are doing our underground work.
Was there.
We are doing our underground work with them. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the Bawku, I'm told that you have a swell. You have increased the numbers based on the orders of the minister in charge, of course, the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. What can you tell us to make sure there's calm?
We have always had personnel on ground, but due to the insecurity, the President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces gave a directive. We had actually gone there to go and have our normal training, and then we had to metamorphose into the operations. I must say that since we upped the game, there's been calm in Bawku, and the people of Bawku are going about their duties peacefully. And behind the scenes, there are other stakeholders that are working to make sure that peace returns to Bawku. We are creating the enabling environment for the Otunfo Mediation Committee, for instance, and other stakeholders to work behind the scene to make sure that peace returns to Bawku.
The Ghana Armed Forces, how do you react to perhaps opinion within the enclave that it is the Ghana Armed Forces deployed personnel who tend to exacerbate the situation, or they call it generally, and we're just speaking from the media and the feedback we get, that they are killing us, how do you react to that?
Okay. I think that is a very wrong impression. we have deployed several personnel. And so if there are 1 or 2 mistakes, these people do not go scot-free. Since we increased the force and we have dominated the area, we are doing ground and air patrols, gathering intelligence, doing coding and search, we have not heard of any shooting of a civilian. We have not heard of any killing across Bawku and its environs. And so people who say that, it's like they are rather concentrating on the flaws, the minor flaws, as against the successes we have chalked. You can send your journalist to Bawku today and find out.
What are some of the successes?
Now, as we speak, we'll say that there's calm in Bawku, and everybody is doing their job. The Mampusis, the Kusasis, they are all going about their job. Nobody is attacking each other. It is because of the presence of the military. And that is what we are meant to do. And because of the peace that is returning, other stakeholders, we know that we provided the security, and other stakeholders provide the political guidance or the decision that brings lasting peace. So we have created the environment that will enable peace to thrive, or the other stakeholders to play their roles. Without the peace, nobody can go into Bawku to do anything. And so we provide the base, the environment that is required for any peace to return. And the people in Bawku and its environs also have the freedom to go to their farms, to do their everyday businesses.
If there is a message out there so that there's no continuous animosity between the military, the presence, and then also the civilian population, what would be the best message from the Ghana Armed Forces coming through you?
That's whenever there's an internal security situation and the police is overwhelmed, the only institution in Ghana that can step in is the military. In fact, our own Kofi Annan said, peacekeeping is not for soldiers, but it is only soldiers who can do it well. And so if any of our personnel default in their jobs, we expect them to report them, and then we'll take steps to correct it. The people of Bawku need peace, and we must all work towards ensuring that peace returns to Bawku.
How long will the military be there? Because we see that since you came, there's calm. So because it has to be sustained, how long will they be there?
Well, so long as there's insecurity, the military will be there, and that is why other stakeholders will have to play their roles to make sure that lasting peace returns to Bawku. And so I'm unable to give you a specific timeline.
Up to December?
I can't tell.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I love the way you do your job. You stay within the remit of the messaging and the response. Okay, so I've had in the studio Naval Captain, is that right?
Yes.
Naval Captain Veronica Adzo Arhin.
Yes.
Who is the DPR boss, I can say it informally like that, for the Ghana Armed Forces. Thank you for joining. Where's Brigadier Agwe Kwashi?
He's currently on terminal leave.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Brigadier Agwe Kwashi had been with us for years.
For a very long
we
time.
Hope that we'll also be having great relationship with you as
yes,
well.
I look forward to that.
All right, so for all the personnel of the Ghana Armed Forces in Bawku and the Kusa area, wishing you all the best for the day as you try to maintain the peace, and then also with the other factions as well, we say that let's make sure that we keep our country peaceful. But thank you for passing through the studio.
Thank you so much.
A short,
I'm grateful.
Enjoyable, educative time as well.
I'm very grateful.
Let's do the last